Hey people. First thing I want to do is introduce you to Cody. Cody's our new puppy. Aren't you puppy? It's this 10 week old Maltese. He was the runt of his litter, and we brought him home because we felt he would fit right in with our little bunch, and he has. She has. Sorry. It's, yes, you got a girl. You got a boy's name, but you're a girl. And I keep screwing that up. So, anyways, really is what this video is about. But here, we'll put Cody down. I wanted to do this video, and I've been trying to shoot this video all night long. And this is gonna be the first in a series of videos because I feel this is an important enough topic that I need to do this. This is basically my introduction video to this idea. We have an election coming up, and I know you really don't want to hear politics. But the thing about it is that this election is probably one of the biggest elections that will ever take place when it comes to this community. We are an emerging community. The latest numbers show that we are about 13% of men and about 9% of women are part of this community. We are realistically a really huge voting bloc. We're most likely, even though we do count a lot of gays and lesbians as part of our community, we are, as a kinky community, a larger voting bloc than the gay community, the Jewish community, tons of other communities out there. We are a bigger bloc if we voted as a bloc. We don't. And in a way that's fine because we are massively individual community. But we have a decision to make. And that decision comes down to two things. Are we willing to stay in the closet and risk our freedoms? Or do we want to try a new avenue and see if potentially we can come out and be who we are and not have to worry about going to jail for expressing and being who we are? If we vote for John McCain, he has neocons all around him. These neocons will keep putting in people who hate us. Hate us. Not just like us, but want to see us in jail. Want to shut us up. The Bush administration has been doing that. There's been several cases. Probably the most high, and I will, if you go to my slave contract video, I talk about it there. There was a case of a guy who was in the lifestyle. One of his ex-slaves didn't like that her videos were still up on his site. He was doing basically a porn site with his slaves. She wanted it taken down. He said no, even though I think it was stupid of him to do that. He was within his rights. And he turns around, and the lawyer for his ex-slave contacts the Justice Department. They see it as a test case. They go after the guy. They saw it a test case because they want to prosecute us. They want to shut us up, and they want to put us in jail. The guy's now spending 20 years in jail because of the Bush administration. A John McCain administration would continue the policies and would get worse, because it would infect the legal system deeper and deeper as time goes on. There's been cases like in New York, like in San Diego, and other places around this country that realistically they went after us simply to try to see if they can prosecute our community. Fortunately, in most of the cases, they've failed. But the thing is that we have a decision to make. On one hand, we can vote for a man who will, in every way, shape, or form, turn around and try to make what we do, what you do, illegal. What you do with your consenting partner, illegal. Making going to things like clubs and leather events, illegal. This is where they want to go. They're losing the fight against the gay community. Guess what? We're next on the chopping block. Or we can take a risk. We can take a risk with a man who's going to surround himself with progressive people. May not necessarily like us, but they're also going to basically they're going to do the live and let live category. They're really not going to pay attention to us in one way, shape, or the other. They're basically just going to let us live, and they're going to start putting in judges that are going to look at the law. So when these idiot prosecutors come and try to bring us to justice, to their form of justice, because they just don't like what we do, the judges are going to go, yeah, but they're just consenting adults and they should be allowed to do what they want to do, so just leave them alone. We have a choice. I don't like Barack Obama's, all of his stance. I really don't like the fact that he voted for the FISA bill. I don't like some of the things that he says. I like a lot of what he says, and I believe that that if he got in, there's a lot of good he can do. But that's really not one of the biggest reasons I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to vote for him because I like my freedoms. I like the ability to live my life openly, to live in a world where I can have the leather flag in my home. I can have it in my window. I can walk around and have my slave with me, and she's wearing my collar, and they can't stop me from doing it. I'm afraid under a McCain administration, even though they might not try to do that, he's going to have people around him who will try to stop us, who will try to make our lives hard. I'm asking you to think. I'm asking you to vote your conscience. I'm asking you to think outside of your party. I want you to vote for your interest. And your interest is this lifestyle. This is the life you want to live. You want to be open about. Can't do that if they start putting in more and more conservative judges and more people who are not going to look at the law, but they're going to look at their conservative values first. I don't care if you're conservative or liberal. I don't care if you're Republican, you're Democrat, independent, whatever. I don't care. If you want to keep the freedoms you have, if you have to hold your nose when you're putting it in, I don't care, but you got to vote for Obama. We as a community need to stand up, register to vote, and vote for Obama. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more of these videos as time progresses. This is what I recommend to people to do. Simply because if you vote, you're going to vote for your interest. That's it. Be well and safe.